Hello, YouTube. Thank you and welcome back. I'm your host, Gerald Miller from Thought and Theory. I'd just like to take a moment and thank Twisted Heart. Yes, the word I was looking for was vlog. Thank you. And also, I'd like to appreciate your comment and your advice. As you can see, my tablet is not in my hands, but my phone is. So this way I can read your comments because I don't got a best memory. Just saying. Oh, and just so you know, my tablet is leaning up against this thing. Oh, hold on. This thing right here. I don't know how volume's gonna be on this video, so. But anyways, but yeah. So, as far as your question, what was your question again? A good one would be, what do you think of the world politics situation with all the fighting everyone wants to go number one with leaders like America has Trump and Korea has Kim Jong Un. I have no idea if you spell his name right, by the way. So, and then Russia has Putin and Turkey. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Erdogan. And even places like France and Syria, it's not peaceful at all. Do you think this can come to a peaceful ending, or will it probably end in a new war? Huh. That's a good question, actually. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Before I say anything about politics, I understand politics is a touchy subject. Everyone has their different opinions on everything. So please do not argue in the comments if I say something that's different from you. However, if you do want to educate me and tell me why I'm wrong, I'm more than happy to listen. But just don't sit there and bash me and say, F you, you're wrong and you the stuff you like is wrong, and don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that at all. It's not worth it. Just don't. Anyways, so now back to the topic. Do I think it'll come to a peaceful ending? No. Not at all. I think whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna be, honestly, if you want me to be honest, I think it's gonna be America. That kind of freaked me out for a second. Anyways, I think it's gonna be America pisses off someone. It's either gonna be China, Russia, or Syria. I don't know who they're gonna piss off, or North Korea if they can get their shit together. I don't see North Korea getting their shit together. I'm sorry. North Korea is just don't get me started on North Korea. Honestly, they're not a threat. Moving on. I'll probably disappear the next day, but moving on. Russia, big threat. If we were to go to war, big threat. I don't know. When Trump was running for president, he was talking, I have good relations with Russia. And I'm starting to see things, comments, posts, stuff like that, newsletters and everything. I'm starting to see that Trump and Putin aren't exactly kind of getting along. I mean, they were at first, but now it's kind of shifted ever since that Moab, no, mother of all bombs. Yeah, Moab. Ever since that Moab went off in Syria, on Syria, I didn't know. That day I learned that Russia and Syria were allies. I didn't know that. Russia was pissed at us for that because we bombed their allies essentially, but it killed ISIS members. So honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that personally. And you might have a different opinion from me, but I don't know. I can't speak for you. Anyways, moving on. As far as China goes, I think if anything, China's just gonna ruin us economically. I They're not fighting us directly through war. but they're fighting us economically. Honestly, China is ruining us economically. They really are. There is a lot that we owe to China. And personally, when Trump was running for office, I voted for Trump. Mainly because, not for his foreign relationships. I didn't vote for him because I think he would be good at foreign relationships. I'm kind of iffy on the foreign relationships. What I am confident in Trump in is economics. Economics. Definitely economics. I think Trump should focus on the economics of America rather than foreign relationships. I understand foreign relationships is important, but so is our economics. And right now we're really suffering in economics. If our foreign relationships happen to fall, we're gonna want to rely on economics. Personally, I personally think that's what's gonna happen. It's because the foreign relationship falls with like China. China will no longer trade with us, and that'll make us fall. But I've heard stories where if China stops trade with us, China would fall. So I don't know how that works. Not at all. But Russia goes to war with us, it's gonna be a bloodbath. I'm sorry. It's more than likely will. I don't think Russia will go to war with the United States though. Never. Well, I want to say never, but I don't think they're going to in this timeline. Not while Trump's president. Now, if Hillary was president, then definitely yes, maybe, but she's not. So, yeah. That's what I think as far as that goes. Now, as far as Syria and the Middle East goes, I don't know what's wrong over there. Everything's just completely fucked. I'm sorry. It is. It's completely. I look at what's going on over there and I go, why? What's the point? But I'm not over there. I'm here. I'm in America. I'm grateful for everything I have. You know, I understand there's others that don't have anything. I don't know. I don't know much about Syria or anything about the Middle East. I don't. So they have completely different reasons from me. And I might not agree with those reasons. I definitely don't agree with their reasons. Not at all. But I personally think we should just let them solve it themselves. Just let them. If they come over here, we go over there and kick their ass. That's how I think. That's how I see it. But I could be completely wrong. Now, see, I covered China. I just don't see much with Russia. Through this year, I don't see us getting in really any entanglements with Russia. I think what's just happening now with Russia and the United States is just, I think it's kind of like a muscle flex competition. My muscles are bigger than yours type thing. Personally, I really do think so. I think that's what's happening. I think we're challenging each other to an arms race, but there's not going to be any bloodshed. There shouldn't be any bloodshed between the United States and Russia. I don't see it happening. I don't. Not in this timeline. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't see it. I look bald from this angle. And oh my gosh, France. I don't know what's going on in France. France is. I don't know. I don't know much about what's going on in France. All I keep hearing are these terrorist attacks happening. Honestly, I don't blame the French. I blame whoever's doing the attacks, whoever's leading them. I don't know much about that. I haven't followed anything with France. I'm more focused on what's going on with America rather than overseas. Which, honestly, I should probably focus a little bit more of overseas rather than just America. It's because what's happening overseas is important too. So I should look into that. That I will say. Now, last but not least, North Korea. Just no. Just no. I can't take them seriously. I mean, yeah, they kind of had me, ooh, like I was kind of surprised when, what was it, the movie The Interview came out. I was kind of, ooh, and they did that. They did that whole hacking thing. I don't know if that was truly them or like, since they took credit for it, I was inclined to believe them for some odd reason. I was like, ooh, okay. We got some badasses over here. I was genuinely surprised. I was, but after when I just heard that they had their recent missile launch and it failed, I don't see them being a threat. And then I heard that we sent our biggest naval carriers over there, and then the vice president saying, "You want to go to war? We'll go to war. We're ready. America's ready." I can't remember. I don't remember the exact words, but he definitely said America's ready. So honestly, if anything's gonna happen within this century, I actually think the most realistic one will be going to war with North Korea. The most realistic one as of right now is war with North Korea. Now I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. I think it's just personally. I think it's just a matter of time before Kim Jong Un just finally blows a gasket and he says, "Fuck the ceasefire, invade South Korea, and then we get involved and we go back to war and we kick the crap out of North Korea." Honestly, I don't see the war in North Korea versus the United States lasting long if it were to happen. I don't see it lasting long at all. Because how advanced the United States has become and how unadvanced North Korea is, I don't see the war lasting long at all. I'd probably see it lasting 1-2 months tops. Maybe 3 if they're lucky. Other than that, I don't see it lasting at all. Unless America says, finally we're at war, and they just nuke them, and just completely wipe them off the map, then, there's nothing we can do. They'll be over in 24 hours. Shortest war in history. But, so, I think I'm going to stop there. I appreciate your question again. I hope I satisfied your answer. I think I said earlier, yes, the word I was looking for was vlog. Thank you, Twisted Heart, again for your comment and everything. And I hope this experience was more improved. Thank you, and come again.